All right, all right. How is everybody doing? I am not plugged in yet to the chat, so I'm not sure who is here, but for those of you that are here, welcome. This is 343 Labs. My name is Atropolis. I'm an Ableton Certified Trainer, instructor at 343 Labs. Today we got our feedback sessions running once every month. You can come submit your track, get some feedback. I'll be repeating this information over and over. For those of you that are with us, you can send your tracks to hello@343labs. Okay, so I'll be announcing that. We'll be putting that in the chat. To submit your track, you're going to go to hello@343labs.com. I will be taking a listen and getting into, whatever aspects of your track I think can be improved upon, or maybe it's just working out and there is nothing to improve upon. So here we are. Let's get into this. I'm here with you guys for the next hour. Feedback sessions about to pop off. Let me go see what's going on in the chat. Let me see who's around. Thomas, if you're with us, if you can send me that chat. Actually, you know what? I know where it is. So I'm going to go and find you guys. I'm also going to be opening up my email. I know we already have a couple submissions to begin with. And for those of you who were with us last month and were anticipating to see and talk to me, I apologize. I was not able to make it. But here we are. I'm back on board. We got Alex from 343 Labs who has submitted a track. Great. So we have Alex, who goes under the stage name of, I might be pronouncing this incorrectly, Argvin, I believe is the artist name. Argvin, Argvin. And this is the first official release. Cool, so awesome. Argvin has recorded and performed this song titled Summer in October. So I'm going to start off with this. This is just the beginning. Let me log into my thing. Let me make sure. So give me a second. Yeah, all right. So, let's see. Request access. Unfortunately, and this is for everybody, Google Drive is presenting an issue. Argvin or Alex Green, if you are in this session as we are speaking, unfortunately your Google Drive is denying my access to the song. Also, another big thing, and this is for everybody, I have to repeat this throughout this time. If you are submitting your track to a record label, to a friend, to an artist, nothing for submission, nothing that's going to be uploaded for digital distribution on iTunes or Spotify, send an MP3, okay? Don't send a WAV file, just send an MP3. So for those of you who are gonna be submitting your tracks, please send me an MP3. And for those of you who are submitting the tracks, do not send the Google Drive, either do a WeTransfer, or luckily, if it is an MP3, you won't have to use any type of WeTransfer or Google Drive because it will be within like 5 megabytes. The problem with waves, they're going to be at least 35 to 40 megabytes for your average song length. And then that's where you start pushing the limits of your inbox. So again, I'm not with you guys yet. I got to open up the chat on YouTube, see what's going on. Unfortunately, Alex Green, I'm unable to work with your track as the Google Drive is restricting me to do so. So, guys, get an MP3, email it to hello@343labs.com. And if for any crazy reason your MP3, which it shouldn't, is exceeding that 25 megabyte limit, go to WeTransfer.com and send it that way. So, still hanging out, still waiting, seeing what's going on. Let me hop over to the YouTube and see who's in the chat. 343 Labs. Awesome. So let's see what's popping off. Here we go. Crazy reason your MP3, which it shouldn't, is awesome. All right, Tyra, what's good? Can we post a YouTube link? Yes, you can. If you have, or yeah, whichever, honestly. I don't want to confuse people. If your track is already on the internet and public, or maybe it is a YouTube length, but you didn't share it to the public, whatever it may be, okay? So if it's on SoundCloud, you can send it. If it's on YouTube, you can send it. If you want to send me the track, please send me an MP3, okay? All right, so I got to do one thing. Let me just get out of I just got to switch my account. So yeah, still waiting for the tracks to roll in. Sonia, I see you. Hello. I don't know if you saw my email responding to you. The track you sent was also gone when I went to take a listen. So please make sure whatever you're sending, here we go. Getting the chat too. I don't know why. Yeah. I got it. Thank you, Thomas. All right. So let me just re-log in. Oh, hold on. So yes, waiting feedback sessions. If you want to get some feedback on your track, submit to hello@343labs. If this is your first time hanging out with us, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I'm glad to see everybody. Looking forward to getting this session started. So here we are, and here we are. So now I can participate in the conversation. Hank, how you doing? All right, Tyra, yeah, where are you going to send a track? Hank, how about you? Sonia, I know you got something lined up for me, so please resend that as well. And as of now, I am just waiting for some music to roll in. All right, Alex has resent it. Here, oh, okay. Interesting. Alex, oh, all right. I guess Alex, never mind. All good. So here we go. Sonia is sending a track, and she is concerned about the arrangement. Arrangement is a big one. So before I dive into this track, I would say arrangement is one of the hardest things to learn, hardest things to teach. It's the big picture, right? It has to deal with all the pieces in the puzzle. And that's why it's really hard to gauge arrangement. You kind of have to have everything happening. And there's so many ways to go about it. I'm having some annoying stuff with my SoundCloud. Here we go. So when it comes to arrangement, a lot of folks struggle with it, mainly because there are so many decisions that you ultimately have to make. Are some decisions better than others? Should it be 8 bars? Should it be 16 bars? When should this transition come in? There's almost endless questionings and hard answers that we have to come to, and sometimes it might not be so clear. So let's take, if you're submitting your track, you don't have to ask me for what it is that you're not sure about if you don't know. In this case, Sonia knew that she wants to focus on this specific section, specific area of her piece, whether or not her climax is coming in too early. So let's take a listen and let's get it rolling. So Sonia, thank you for submitting. I'm going to flip my screen. Actually, let me hit play first here. Make sure it translates over. And here we go. SoundCloud for you. All right, all right. Cool, cool, cool. I see folks are coming in. Let me just flip some things around. Got a lot of screens popping up. Hey, not that one. Here we go, here we go. Hi, how's everybody doing? Streaming 2020, here we are. Welcome, welcome. Awesome, as always, bringing in the freshness. Sonia, thank you for submitting. Sonia is, well, the Andalusian is concerned about the arrangement. And, you know, I'm curious, Sonia, are you referring to just the main section that comes in right here, right? I'm assuming, you know, usually the climax is going to be that the main section. So you're talking about here, I would imagine. I do not think it comes in too early, you know? And these are the tough decisions that we have to make. Like, this is, I tell all my students, people getting into this, music production, this art form is really just about problem solving and making, you know, that's kind of dumbing it down, or maybe not dumbing it down, but maybe taking the artistic flavor out of it when I say it like that. But it comes down to so many decisions and so many important decisions. Should my intro be 8 bars or 16 bars, right? So this is a track that comes in. I'm not going to say it comes in quickly. Is there an opportunity to make the intro longer? Yes. Could you do it? Yes. Could it be successful? Yes. Is it the better option? That's where life is just, you just got to keep on going, making new tracks, trying out new things. So I want to answer the first question. No, it does not come in too early. However, I do feel, and it's similar to your other track, and this is a very common thing, where, I don't know, it's just like you get going, and then you got to tie it in a little bit more. I feel like it starts to wander a bit here to here, to the return of your climax or your main section. You know, you have this really cool, it's a very anticipating type of track. There's a lot of anticipation and suspense in this track. And I feel like from this moment onward, because the energy is kind of slowing down or thinning down a bit, you know, I don't like rules. I like pushing boundaries. I like not following things. I like having songs that just go A, B, C, D, you know, so I am open to just like any possibility. The thing I'm about to say is definitely more rooted in tradition. You know, usually you want something like this. I'm pointing at this, like this transition to come after some energy. And because you're kind of winding down for a bit, it felt like it's like too much of a wind down from this point to this point. I think if you can maybe, I don't know, something has to happen from here to here where I feel like the energy is a little wanderous. And then it just kind of, yeah, it doesn't feel complete. I don't feel like the arrangement is speaking to me so much from this point to this point. I feel like you could do a little bit more with trying to raise the energy and maybe have a bit of more sustaining. Let me just go into here real quick. Yeah, I think maybe, and that's why it's arrangement. So for the sake of the class, for the sake of giving everybody an opportunity to have a chance, unfortunately, I can't go too deep. And why I'm bringing up this disclaimer is arrangement takes time. You got to sit with it. You got to, before you make a decision, maybe it's this section right here. In order to make that decision, you do have to listen to it and understand the experience to where you're arriving emotionally at this point. So I feel like, and I just want to bring it back. Sonia, now that I kind of revisited this, I really believe if you just kind of work on the transition a bit more from this kind of mild breakdown to a slightly return of energy to back now to another transition, if you work on the transitions and maybe build it a bit more, maybe do like a reverse cymbal or some white noise, I need to get guided into this transition a bit more. I think that will kind of round out the overall arrangement. And that's a big thing. Sometimes an arrangement, all it needs is a little 1 bar, 2 bar really 1 bar, but anywhere between 1 to 4 bars of sound, like shh, or some kind of something like that, right? Whether it's a crescendo or a decrescendo or something that's pitching up or down. I think if you have some fillers to guide the sections a little bit, that would help round out the arrangement. As always, oh, man, I am so sorry. So sorry, guys. So sorry. Yeah, we'll just quickly flip it real quick. Here we go. So Sonia, I was talking about from here. Basically, right, this section, I'm asking you if you can refine the transition. I was talking about the energy overall. I was talking about the energy from here to here, right? From here to here, I felt like because you're bringing it down, you bring it up, and then you bring it back down, it's just like too much back and forth. And I felt maybe to make it more complementary, there's a chance. This is from my own experience. There's a lot of times when I'm struggling with my arrangement, I go crazy and I do all these crazy things and then it's too much. Before doing all this crazy stuff, like I was just talking about, look at these 1 bar transitions. The 1 bar that comes from here to here, the 1 bar that comes from here to here. What could you do to guide it a bit more? And I think that might be a good starting point to make it feel a little bit more cohesive and have a more kind of organic flow of energy. Nothing that, so that's it. Yeah, feeling like it goes back and forth a little bit. I want to conclude as always. Thank you. It's a great, very fresh, a lot of great things happening. Let's talk about, other things. The mix is has a nice feel to it. Maybe you could, I'd be curious. You could explore a little bit of the low end a little bit in the mix, but it's balanced, it's pretty balanced. Okay, I do have to move on. Let's see who's in my inbox right now. So, okay, we got quite a lot of tracks. Awesome. All right, so I cannot guarantee I'll get through everybody, but I will try. We got Lakeview in the house. So let me download this track. You guys are on my screen watching me do all this stuff. Let's call this 343 feedback sessions. And we'll say this is November. First pass. Okay. So, first pass. Who sent us the track First Pass? Give me a shout out. Give me a shout out. We got a lot of folks up in here. Hello, Lauren from France. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for hanging out. So I got a track queued up. Just asking for a shout out from the artist, or Alex, please, when you're sending me these. Oh, Luis Barrow. So Luis Barrow, you're on deck. You are up next. Let's get this going. Let me stop talking to you guys. Let me find this track. I can flip it here for now. Give me 1 second. Hey, all right. Let me just find these things. Let me get my situation situated. And let's open this up. Cool. All right, here we go. Lakeview, popping it off, hit and play, boom. All right, all right. Let's see. Hello, hello. Yeah, getting louder. All right, Luis, my bad. I had to trim it a little short because we got a lot of tracks lined up. We do have generally a 4 to 5 minute limit on that, but I got to sense the track, you know. Sounds great. Thomas from 343 Labs running things in the back. I want to give a shout out to Thomas. He's awesome. Thomas, just let me know how my voice volume is. All right, so back to this track. Really, let's talk about, let me get in the chat and see where everybody's at. Hey, all my screens are everywhere. Okay, so yeah, give me a second, guys. And let me just pop open the chat. So, Luis, nice. Trying to figure out where that is playing from. Interesting. Okay, cool. Just added your track to my Ecamm stream thing. Anyway, track, arrangement, got nice flow, phrasing, you know, not a dull moment for me. I thought you moved very smoothly from all the sections. There wasn't, you know, it was a nice, this kind of stuff. If you guys are into this music, making this music, it's about, as you know, these tracks are like 7-8 minutes. So everything moves a little bit longer. On average, you know, it's really like 4 to 8 bars, right? For your 3-minute track, something like this, you'll see things changing every 4 to 8 bars, maybe every 16. So I thought your movements were really nice, and I apologize for cutting the track short. What I am thankful for is as the track continued and got to its halfway point, you were exploring some new ideas that were based off of the first ideas, but different. So I'm thankful for that, because a lot of times, you know, in this world, a lot of repetition is used, and it works, but sometimes it's like too much repetition. So I really like the new ideas that you were exploring. I felt like every idea was explored well, and then as you were moving on in the halfway point and kind of getting into a new tonal area, I thought it was really smooth. Mix wise, things are coming in really nice, a real nice balance from low, mids, and highs. So a lot of really nice things going on with this track. I don't really have anything negative to say, you know. I don't have anything. Let me get back into my YouTube. Let's go over here. It's better. Skip trial. Maybe some automation. Okay. Yeah, no. Well, Luis, I wasn't saying it was, I mean, for sure. And that's great that your mind's on there. You had good automation. You had some nice filter moving. I was actually thanking you, for being tasteful and moving through the ideas and not just rinsing that one idea for 8 minutes. It was really cool that you were developing that idea. But for everyone else that feels like, I'm looking at the chat on my phone right now, and I feel like my microphone's now peaking. So let me just calm it down a bit. So yeah, if you feel like something is too repetitive, you'd be surprised what some automation can do for you. It's pretty awesome. Let me get back into the chat. I am about to move on from this track. Yeah, I mean, that's it, man. Like, arrangement flows nicely. The mix, good idea, nice ideas. It's a good track, man. I got nothing constructive that I'm like, oh, this was too much or too little. It's well done. So cool. Thank you. All right, guys. Hopefully my voice is coming through a little bit better. We're going to continue onward. I do first come, first serve. So I do see some folks in the chat. Track from France is up next. So Laurent, how are you? All right. Okay. Well, I don't see an attachment. Okay. Well, the track didn't have the attachment. I said that I was going to go in the order things have come in, and so you guys can see that I'm not lying to you. You can watch my email. All right, so we were just going to go from France, but that was missing. So we're back to Argvin, Summer in October. Here we go. Okay, so let's kick off this track. Boom.
A little bit of summer in October. A little bit of summer in October. Count to 5 and begin your day. Something special has come your way. Try to hear whisper of your soul. Prioritize your goals. Harmonize all the notes. Don't give in. Burn your desire to win. A little bit of summer in October. A little bit of summer in October. Let's kick off brand new stage in life. Keep your mind sober. A little bit of summer in October. Face your fears, leave them all behind. Fight excuses which come to your mind. Set your teeth and go with the flow. Prioritize your goals. Harmonize all the notes. Don't give in. Burn your desire to win. A little bit of summer in October. Summer in October. Let's kick off brand new stage in life. Keep your mind sober. A little bit of summer in October. Whoa, 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 yeah. Let's kick off brand new stage in life. Keep your mind sober. A little bit of summer in October. Whoa, 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 yeah. Summer.
All right. All right, let me get out of this before something crazy happens. Let me also flip to my face. Boom. I know you guys want to see my face. All right. Argvin. I hope I'm saying your artist name correctly. I keep on popping out of the chat. I am not ghosting you guys with my phone. I am looking at the chat so we can talk and be united as I speak to you through this microphone and as my voice travels out into space. All right. So Argvin, I mean, that sounds like a done deal to me, right? Arrangement, you know, I like to talk about the different, you know, areas of feedback or things that you want to think about. Arrangement's always the big one. Sound design, mixing, you know, the overall vibe, you know. So arrangement sounded good. I like that little trappy flip at the end. The track was a really, it took me on a journey, you know. I had a feeling it was going to have this like fusion, like this pop dancey fusion, but once that chorus hit, it took me by a nice surprise. Like it had such a really nice positive message. The track is very, very positive, very uplifting, much needed for times of COVID 2020 craziness. But in terms of everything, arrangement's solid, the mix is solid. I didn't think, it sounds really well mixed. Everything's placed. I really like the stereo placement of everything. For those of you who are listening to this track, there was a lot of different layers happening. We had vocals, harmonies, backing vocals, little ad libs, piano. We had a lot of different elements, percussion, drums. When you have a lot going on, try to utilize your panning, left and right. So the spacing of everything with the mix was really well done. And I thought the arrangement had a nice flow to it. So kind of reflecting back onto Sonia's track, what this track, that kind of trap transition, which is always fun to do, where you kind of halftime it, there was just a little a musical cue there that helped bring us to that section. And that's why, in my opinion, it worked. So Argvin, I have no constructive feedback to say do this or that. I think the song is a done deal. And Flight of the Conchord, definitely. I think it's a done deal. So hats off to you. You should be happy about that track. I hope you're making some more music. Keep on making that music, man. It's good stuff. All right, so let's keep on rolling. I'm going to flip to my screen so you guys can watch me scroll through my sloppy email. I hope my voice volume is the same. Here we go. All right, we have, here's the track I released on Tyra White, everybody. Tyra White is next. And this is a track that she put out on Tuesday. So, all right, here we go. Tyra White. Oh, sorry, I'm jumping around. Let me just pop real quick. Real quick, I'm seeing the questions, and please ask me questions. The instruments are definitely not conflicting. Okay? No, not at all. You brought them, you put the voice right where it should be. Okay? The voice was right where it should be. The instruments were a little bit softer, but for this genre of music, that's where they should be. All right, let's kick it back off. Let's flip it. Here we are. Let's hit play. Hey. All right. Dope. Okay. I'm going to try to move swiftly and quickly with respect, of course. Let's give some feedback. Okay. Overall, nice track, right? A lot of good things happening. I do have some feedback. I think you got to cut the bass a little bit. The bass is a little too crazy. Just round it up a little bit, put a high pass, cut it around maybe 30 hertz, maybe dip it down, but the bass is a little overpowering, so bring it down. Another thing I would recommend, like it has a nice flow. It's a nice track. It really is. But for me, let me flip the screen. Hold up so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Boom. So around here, you know, this is where I feel like something new has to happen. You know, you have a nice back and forth. It definitely has like an instrumental vibe where there would be a great opportunity for somebody to do their thing on top of it, MC or a singer. But I do feel like it does stand on its own 2 feet where it doesn't need that for me to enjoy. Like sometimes some tracks, even though they're beats, they just need that singer, right? It wouldn't really survive without it. So in respect to that, I feel like you have that cool lead. Do 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 do. Try to like vamp on that. I feel like if you can get something more melodic and exciting here, whether it's an arpeggiated melody or picking up some kind of lead that plays off of that do 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 do, I think would really help kind of push the last minute of the track, because it was around 2:40 where I started to feel I wasn't bored, I wasn't angry, I just felt like the repetition was kind of losing its momentum. And I'm not asking for much. I don't want you to get like freaked out and be like, oh, you know, he's asking for a lot. I'm not asking for a lot. I'm asking you to put some, like, take what you already have and develop it, make it more, like, do a nice solo. You get something more melodic, something new towards that those final moments. And I think that just kind of touch off the track. And that's me. You don't have to listen to anything that I say, right? Music is super subjective. So yeah, that's it. That's my feedback. Tyra White, thank you. I believe that was a Tyra White track. I think it was. Let me double check. It was Ty White Beats. So check out tywhitebeats.com. I am going to continue to move onward. Let me flip my thing real quick. Let's just show you who is next. Sanitizer. All right. Sanitizer. Here we go. So before I get into the Sanitizer, we are in our final Hey, my hotkey commands are not pumping right now. Just want to talk a little bit about myself and about the school. I'm a certified Ableton Live trainer. I'm an instructor here at 343 Labs. For those of you who have been joining us, welcome back. You know what's going on. We got so much awesome stuff on our television channel, free information coming in almost on a daily to weekly basis. So take advantage of all the free stuff. If you want to go deeper, we got loads of classes, lots of online classes. If you're in New York City or Berlin, we do have physical classes, 343labs.com. We got a bunch of classes coming up. That would be the best place to check it out, to see the schedule, whether you want to learn Ableton Live, mixing, Logic, you want to do everything. You want to do mixing. You want to learn Ableton production. You want to do music theory. We got it all. So check it out, 343labs.com. Got a lot of courses coming up. So if you're curious and you want to go further and push it, I highly recommend checking it out. All right, let's continue with this journey. We got Sanitizer up next. We do have a parental advisor. So for anybody under the ages of 13, I'm going to have to ask you to sign off. No, I'm joking. Actually, I'm not, but whatever. You know, just trying to have some fun over here. Cool. Let me flip the screen. And boom. And let's hit play. I'll be in the chat, so if you got direct questions for me, hit me up. I'm not going to be listening to this whole track. All right. Nice. Cool. Sorry to cut you short. As for all these the 2 long tracks that came in today, I apologize. I really wanted to finish the journey with both of those tracks, kind of cutting the lifespan short. I wanted to see where both of those tracks went. Nice, cool, really cool track. Really dig the different elements and that vocal synth. Is that an exhale synth or is that you? Really nice sound design elements, arrangement wise. Yeah, very vibey for sure. Exempt or sanitizer, not sure what you prefer to be called. But really, really cool track. In terms of the mix, I think everything, it was balanced. You know, there was nice balance. I would be curious to explore the mids, the lower mids, just like a little bit of cleaning up in the low mids, just a little bit in those sections. Dum, 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 dum. There was a nice flow to everything, and there weren't any moments where I felt like things were being exhausted. But these are just more curious thoughts that are based on my desires. Not saying that this is what you have to do, just food for thought. You know, I don't know where you're with this track. And what do I mean by that? You know, this is on YouTube. You know, some folks, you guys are already done with the track, and it's a done deal, and that's fine. Like, sometimes if you're emotionally done with the track's out there, that's fine. Think about these things for the next one. It would be cool to hear some rhythmic variation on some of those lines. I mean, you have so many layers that are coming in and out that keep these repetitive things, which is all music, and it works really well. All I'm suggesting is to maybe play with the rhythms, maybe triplet, you know, maybe you can triplet it or 16th note it. Those arpeggiated runs a little bit would be kind of cool. I did want to hear how you were going to finish it out, the track. I didn't know where you were going to end up, but I really enjoyed that transition around 4 minutes where it really drops out and you get those low kicks in there. I can't really properly reflect on the last minutes of the tracks. I thought that transition was really strong, and I was curious. I wanted to hear how you were going to arrive, and it seemed like, and I apologize if you do introduce some new ideas as it continued, but when you came back after that last transition, try to add like 5 or 10% more to that return, that final return. Is there 5 or 10% more that you can add to that final return that will just give it a little bit more excitement than the first parts of the track where you're using that section? So exempt, yes, that's what I figured. Awesome. So yeah, man, thanks for submitting, or thanks for submitting the track. Nice track. If you got any other questions, we're about to roll to probably who's going to be likely the last person on this feedback session. I apologize if we didn't get to everybody. We actually got a lot of submissions today, and I am thankful for that. So I apologize. We are doing this once a month. Oh, wow. We actually have one more track. Wow. Victor is in the house. Oh, cool. CHDB. Welcome back. So I got an MP3. I have a feeling this might be a longer track based on the history of working. What screen did I leave you guys on? You're still looking at me, looking at the screen. That's cool. Just looking around for my life. All right, feedback sessions. Here we go. We got, hold up. Where we at? The final track on CHDB. Thanks for coming back, CHDBs. HDB is back in the house. Let's get it going. I'm going to open this up in my QuickTime player. Hey, let's open this in the QuickTime player. Let's hit play and flip it. Finally got my face on this thing, but you know, that's life. Here we go. Boom. Other camera. Look at that. Got 2 cameras. Nice. As always, CHDB. Welcome back. Hey, so let's get into it quickly. Hey, that's a nice basic sketch, right? I think the arrangement is pretty strong. Your phrasing, the way you're moving from point A to point B, the transitions, the ideas that you're exploring, the layers. I know you're in the beginning stages. For me, the area of advice and critique and feedback is the mix, but you're in the beginning. It's a sketch. Specifically the drums. The kick and the snare can definitely, I think you need to, you know, you're in a sketch. So luckily, mixing, shout out to everybody. Try to save your mixing for the final stages. Try to separate production from mixing. Obviously, mix as you go, but really, when you're done with the track, save as, do a mix version, and only focus on the mix. So I know CHDB. I always want to say CBD, so that's why I get like hung up on saying the full thing. Yeah, in terms, I know you're in the sketching phases. When you get to the mix, get that kick and snare, the pop, because that's where the groove is, and you have so many funky things going on, so many cool like melodic arpeggiated synths happening, and I think that having that kick and snare just pop out, and there are moments where it does pop out, and I feel that groove, and I get excited. And not to say that it's not exciting in these other moments. It's around 2 minutes where everything drops out and that kick is there. So just get that kick and snare, the pop, and I think it's really going to make a groove. All right, everybody, we got through everything, I think. And if I've left you out for some crazy reason, I missed you in my inbox, I apologize. We're here every month. I'll be here. So next month you'll be seeing me. Please come back. Please share this with your friends. Spread it out, man. I wish I had this when I'm always in need of an ear. We always need somebody to help out, or just, you know, take a listen because we go crazy. So please spread the news. We would love new faces, and we are thankful for everybody that is returning and hanging out with us. That is a wrap for this week's feedback session. My name is Atropolis, Certified Ableton Live Trainer. Make sure to check out 343labs.com for our future classes that are coming up. We got lots of them kicking off for this fall. We also got some great sales going on. Music theory, music production, Ableton Logic, mixing, mastering, all of it, sound design. Check us out. Until next month, I will see you guys. Keep making that music. It's the best way you can get better. Just keep on making music. Thanks so much for hanging out. It's a real pleasure. I look forward to seeing everybody next month. All right. Take care. Enjoy your Sunday, everybody. Bye.